Look, we've all been there, right? Staring at that blank AI chat window, feeling totally and completely stuck. It is such a frustrating, paralyzing feeling. Well, in this explainer, we're not just going to talk about why that happens. I'm going to give you a super simple framework to make sure it never, ever happens to you again. So, picture this. You open up a new chat, you're all fired up, ready to create something amazing. Maybe a report for work or the start of that great novel you've been thinking about. You have the idea, but then you see it. And there it is, that blinking cursor in the empty box. It almost feels like it's mocking you, doesn't it? The sheer infinite potential of this incredible tool right in front of you, it doesn't feel inspiring. It feels paralyzing. But listen, this isn't because you lack imagination. Not at all. It's actually a pretty well-known psychological trap. Yeah, it's actually got a name, analysis paralysis. Basically, when we're faced with just limitless options, our brains can literally freeze up. The problem isn't that you can't think of anything to ask, it's that you could ask for literally anything. To really get a handle on this, we need a better way to think about it. Okay, so to really understand this paralysis, we need to step away from the abstract blinking cursor and into a space that's way more tangible, way more physical. Let's just imagine a giant warehouse. Just picture it, okay? You're standing in this absolutely massive warehouse. There are tools, books, electronics, furniture, everything. And it's all just scattered in these giant, messy piles. Then your boss walks in and says, "Hey, go find something useful." Where would you even start? You'd probably just wander around totally overwhelmed. Well, guess what? That warehouse? That's your AI's brain. The commands on the left, they're exactly like that vague find something useful request. They're paralyzing. But now, imagine your boss hands you a super detailed shopping list, like the one on the right. All of a sudden, the task is easy. The warehouse hasn't changed one bit, but you have a plan. You have constraints. And that, right there, that is the key. You need to be the one who writes the shopping list before you even set foot in the warehouse. With traditional software, you get menus and buttons as your constraints. But with a large language model, you have to create those constraints all by yourself. And this, my friends, is the core strategic shift we all need to make. We get so focused on trying to write the perfect prompt, but honestly, that's the very last step. The real work, the real magic, happens way before you type a single word. It's not about a better prompt. It's all about having a better plan. This strategy actually has a name. It's called working backwards. You have to know with crystal clarity what that finished page is going to look like before you can ever hope to fill it. You decide on the destination first, and only then do you start drawing the map to get there. Okay, so that all sounds great in theory, but how do we actually do this? Well, I'm going to give you a simple but incredibly powerful checklist. I like to call it putting on your AI thinking hat, and it's how you are going to write that perfect shopping list every single time. These 5 things, that's your entire shopping list: goal, audience, content, format, and tone. By answering these questions, you are actually doing something really powerful called context engineering. You're building a perfect set of instructions that just wipes out all the ambiguity that causes an AI to fail. So let's break them down. First up, the goal. And let me tell you, this is the most important item on your list. It can't be some vague idea. It has to be a single measurable outcome. You need to know exactly why you're in the warehouse in the first place. Just look at the difference here. Write a sales report is a wish. But create a 1-page summary to convince my manager for a 15% raise, now that is a mission. The AI now knows exactly what success looks like. Next up, who is this for? Defining your audience is absolutely critical because it tells the AI what vocabulary to use, how complex to make things, and what kind of tone to strike. Are you writing for a board of directors, or are you writing for a 10th grade biology class? The answer changes everything. All right, on to content. Think of these as your non-negotiables, what absolutely positively has to be included in the final output. Listing these things prevents the AI from just forgetting critical information. So for a business report, you'd list out your key data points. For a creative story, you'd list essential characters and plot devices. These are the specific items you're telling the AI to grab off the warehouse shelves. Step 4 is the format. Basically, how should all this information be packaged? Is it an email, a script, maybe a markdown table, or a JSON object? Giving the AI a specific container like this provides a super clear blueprint for the structure of the output. And finally, we've got the tone. This is the vibe. This is where you get to program the personality and the emotion of the content. Are you going for authoritative and data-driven, or are you trying to create something that's dark and noir-inspired? You can see how the words you choose for the tone directly instruct the AI on what kind of language to use. This is literally the difference between a dry, boring report and a compelling story that actually pulls you in. So, when you use this 5-step checklist, you've done more than just get a better result. You've fundamentally changed your entire relationship with the AI. You are no longer the wanderer, lost and aimless in that giant warehouse. Nope. You are the architect. You're the one holding the blueprints. You have a plan, and you are completely in control of the outcome. And what you've just learned, it isn't just a clever trick. The AI thinking hat is the foundational first step of something called context engineering. You've stopped being a passive user who just asks questions. You've started thinking like a programmer, strategically designing the information environment for the AI before you even begin. That blank page is no longer intimidating. Analysis paralysis is a thing of the past. You now hold the shopping list. You have the blueprints. That warehouse of infinite potential is finally yours to command. So, the only question left is, what will you build?